All right, we're gathered here today to study the Bible. If that's not what you're here for, it's going to get a little weird. Just kidding, yeah. Welcome to Black and Blue. We will be doing a little bit of bootblacking, hard skills and soft skills, aka the how-to, in the beginning of this portion, and then around 3:30, this lovely individual right here is going to be doing a reading, book signing, and sales of the book, and you can ask him questions. Yeah. So, all right. So, all the way on one side is really the leather care. That's the technical part. That's what you think of when people are like, "What's bootblacking?" I always say, "Have you ever seen a shoe shine at the airport?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Take that. Now, boom. We're gonna go ahead and add on fetish." Eroticism, making it hot, making it sexy. So that's what we're doing. So we have got this this little boot tongue nice and open. Open that bad boy up like a flower. Get in there with your toothbrush. With your toothbrush just like this. Sorry, I only have one hand.
I know it says.
Get in there with your toothbrush. Make sure you really get that rag. So any questions about cleaning the boot? So do not apply a lot of fire, because the whole lace can catch on fire. The most common ones we see inside of the kink and fetish community is going to be Hubbard shoe grease. Pass that bad boy around. It is made of pine tar and beeswax. It smells really hot, like delicious, like sexy.
Feel free to feel it too.
Feel free to feel it. Hubbard shoe grease often will have connotation to, like, smells are very linked to memory. Will have a connotation to growing up, seeing the first time that you've ever seen leather. Some people just smell it, are just like, boop, super motor. You technically can use it on your butthole. It's a choice. If somebody asks, you can give them a set price if you'd like, but I tend to do a range. And then I go, and also, I'm gonna work really hard for you, so you tell me what I'm worth, right?
Having me here. So for a little bit of context, I used to do porn under the name Blue Bailey. I was a sex worker, I'm an attorney now, and I wrote a book with Unbound Edition Press, which is a queer publishing company. They publish Alex Cheeves, this big old fisting bottom, if you know who he is. And I got to kind of write my story. It started out as a collection of essays on HIV, substance use, faggotry, activism, all that stuff, and it kind of, through the editing process, morphed into a collection of scenes from like a movie to kind of emulate the porn stuff. Scene 1, I am home for summer vacation. I'm knocking out all my appointments like any young undergrad. Dentist, doctors, typical stuff. My grandmother is driving me around Las Vegas. She is one of my 4 moms. My actual mom, my aunt, my grandma, my stepmom. It's taking a village to raise me. 2 weeks pass, and I receive a phone call from a doctor's office. They asked me to come in. This is a tip-off. I'm gonna be debriefed. I'm ready, and I'm not ready. Now, here I am. I do not expect anything. I will not be surprised by anything. The office is white, cold. It smells like alcohol. I do too. I am hungover. I don't know the doctor. He's some random general practitioner covered by my family's health insurance. He's not gay, and he says flatly, your test results came back for HIV. The room freezes. I don't cry. I'm not scared. I feel numb. I don't want to talk about my feelings. I don't know what they are. I ask if there's any chance of a false positive, and he says no. He says it's not a death sentence. Our conversation ends. Our conversation is practical. That's all. I tell him I have to go. It's been less than an hour. I'm 19. Scene 44. I am in England, Leeds, England specifically. I just took the California State Bar exam and I'm waiting on the results. I'm ready to blow off some steam. My favorite band, Muse, is performing at a festival, and it is my dream to see them live on their home turf. San Francisco and my new life are ready for me once I am home. I return to San Francisco and I meet up with some friends. It turns out that we have Parker in common. We share our stories, learning that each of us survived him. He restrained me, then raped me. I went over just expecting to play around that evening in his dungeon, but woke up several days later with no memory. He knocked me out. My body was covered in cuts and bruises when I came to. Parker was a predator. Parker is no longer a predator. He caught himself.